Does the WWE hate fucking Roman Reigns? Like, seriously, like, what is the deal? He needs to go up to Vince backstage and be like, do you got a problem with me? Or is you doing this because of my cousin, The Rock? You mad because he left and walked out to go do movies? I mean, I know I'm starting off this video a little bit different, but I have to do a rant real quick on this bullshit with Roman Reigns getting another title shot at SummerSlam. And it looks like they're going to be leaving Brock Lesnar off TV again, just so Roman Reigns can come out and be like, hey, you people still boo me. I'm the big dog. This is my yard and I'm here. You people cheer for Brock, but he's Vince's boy. Look, we already know Brock's a part-timer, so don't even come with this shit that the guy isn't showing up on TV. Alright, in 2018, there's like dirt sheets of spoiling already what the storyline will be about. It's going to be the same as WrestleMania. And unless this match is going to be inside a Hell in a Cell, or it's going to be some kind of, even, I don't care if it's even a freaking lumberjack match. There's nothing that's going to save the match itself from being sloppy. You're going to have fans throwing around beach balls. It's just, why are the WWE doing this? You would think that Vince hates Roman Reigns, or you would think that seriously that they're doing, like, they know this is not going to get this man over. There's no way in hell you can convince me that Vince really wants Roman to be some big star, and he just keeps pushing him like that. You know that this bullshit, because how often have you seen an AJ Styles in this predicament where he's like constantly main eventing pay-per-view after pay-per-view, like the big ones at that? You wouldn't, even a Seth Rollins. If this was Rollins or AJ and or somebody else and he was getting booed, people throwing around beach balls, you think Vince would keep trusting and putting him in the main event? No, he'd be like, screw this. That guy would be stuck on SmackDown in the mid-card, or even worse, he would be even on the freaking pre-shows to pay-per-views, or even working dark matches after the show is over. Better yet, the guy be stuck on 205 Live. But they keep trying with Roman Reigns for some odd-ass reason. It's like, why are they doing this? Something that they did with Roman either from like 2015, you could start at that Rumble when The Rock came out, had his hands in the air, fans were booing. Either from that point in 2015 at that Rumble, all the way to that WrestleMania where he beat The Undertaker. It was something at that point where, like, now the window's shut. Some people thinking a heel turn won't work. At this point, I don't know what they need to do with this guy. Some people say give him a manager. I don't think a manager, nothing can save this guy. It's like they just fucked over Roman's reign so bad. I seriously, I don't know what can save this man. A heel turn, a manager, I don't think all that combined will not save this guy. It's like they just screwed over this guy. Some people saying even a stable with him as a heel, or like maybe a Samoan version of the Shield, with like Roman as the leader, and then him with like maybe the Usos or like somebody else. I don't like. The thing is this, too, with the Shield, like the Shield was alright at first, but the minute they had Roman started standing in the middle like he was the leader, kind of taking the orders, bossing around Rollins and Ambrose, people just got turned off. They just had so many chances with this guy. People just got turned off each time. Move the fuck on. Alright, enough with the stupid ass WWE shit. I'm going on to Lucha Underground. So the show starts off with another Jake Strong match. One thing, we're not getting nothing to explain why is he Jake Strong, why is he a savage. His matches are all the same. He's facing this jobber, that jobber. He puts them in the ankle lock, snaps their ankle. The ankle lock, he's like, it's pretty much the same thing as Kurt Angle's ankle lock. And the thing is silly is he's the same guy he is here as he was in the WWE. It's some wannabe, pretty much wrestler that wants to be like Kurt Angle. And the thing is, he's snapping the ankles after the match like Pentagon's breaking the arm. So he's pretty much doing what Pentagon's doing, except for he isn't breaking the arm, he's snapping the ankles. I don't know, like, what is this leading up to? I mean, I have a feeling, but, you know, I don't want to spoil it or nothing, but I can tell what they're doing with Jake Strong. But they just need to get this guy his own identity. Stop basing him off of what he was in the WWE. One thing I do want to say, this Sammy guy, one point in the match, he did like a moonsault off the balcony. That's pretty shocking for a guy in his predicament to be given that kind of spot. Usually, we don't see jobbers giving that kind of a spot, a moonsault off the balcony. That's usually saved for the Phoenixes, the Edo Stars, maybe a Drago, maybe a Angelico when he was there. But a jobber to get a moonsault in a match, that's kind of shocking. But yeah, we're not getting much with Jake Strong here. I just hope they develop him a little bit more. Just give him a backstage segment or something. Give us more than just what he was in the WWE. But moving on. Okay, the next thing we get is Vinny in the ring, Vinny Massaro, and then Antonio Cueto said, Vinny, when I first started the show, they handed me a list full of wrestlers on a roster. I was gonna fire you, but I'll just order you a pizza. So we get the same pizza guy from Aztec Warfare 4 come out, and then Vinny looks at the pizza. He says, wait a minute, there's pineapples in here, and Antonio says, doesn't matter, because right now the pizza's gonna come with a sacrifice. So we get Matanza come out, and this was just another one of these like weird sacrifice of the gods match. But Vinny, he ran back and forth through the ropes, just constantly running back and forth. Notice how Matanza just stood there. He ended up picking up Vinny, he slammed him. 1, 2, 3. Vinny ended up losing, and then but like the pizza guys, like he goes up to Vinny, goes through his pockets, he grabs a wallet, he's walking backwards, and he doesn't know Matanza's behind him. Matanza ended up slamming him, and then like the lights went out, so Vinny and the pizza man are now gone. R.I.P. to Vinny and his pizza man. This show is wiping out these jobbers left and right. I don't know if these people are gonna come back. I mean, they're pretty much dead. They're written off the show. So Vinny, who all been sacrificed? Vinny, Castro, Cortez Castro, what's the name? Mr. Pentacular. All these guys have been sacrificed so far. Yeah, these are pointless characters, but I'm telling people, a lot of people saying they don't care because these guys are pointless. A lot of people aren't really feeling a lot of these jobbers anyway they're bringing in. One guy says he doesn't care, the less of them, the better. One thing I do want to say is this season has already run low on talent, and the more they continue to sacrifice to the gods, the more that it's going to wind up being a character. It's going to wind up being somebody that people like. And I don't know if it's going to end up being a Jack Evans or PJ Black. At some point, I see it being somebody on that level. So one of those guys will probably end up being, it's going to be a sacrifice that that a lot of fans care about. That's all I have to say. So moving on from that, then we ended up getting what we thought was going to be our main event. So we get the gift of the gods. We got the Mac, Dragon Azteca Jr., Sons of Havoc, King Chrono, Desmond X, and Evilise. But we thought that this was going to be the six man and woman main event with Evilise. And then Antonio Cueto came out. He announced that he was going to do things different. He was going to do a 3-on-3 tag. And he said who's going to be on which team. He said, well, Evilise and Sons of Havoc have history. So they did address that finally. And then they let the fans choose, and everybody chose the Mac. Right away, I'm like, wow, this is bogus. I was like, the Mac, Sons of Havoc, Evilise, they're definitely going to have to win over Dragon Azteca Jr., King Chrono, and Desmond X. But I was wrong. So it ended up being Dragon Azteca Jr., Desmond X, and King Chrono. One thing I want to say is Desmond Xavier really shocked me. He did a lot of fast-paced moves in this match, a lot of like high-flying stuff, a lot of high spots. He did a lot of like fast running in the ring. This guy to me is way better than what like WWE fans hype up of Finn Balor. To me, if Finn Balor wrestled like this, I'll possibly be a fan. I cannot be into Finn Balor. Desmond Xavier, he did some pretty impressive stuff. Now, at one point, even like he did a lot. Like he even jumped from the balcony. Even I was shocked this guy even did that. For him to go out there and do that, and had that spot in that match where he jumped down on King Chrono and Dragon Azteca was shocking. But him and Dragon Azteca was going back and forth in the ring. Desmond X went on the top rope, and then Dragon Azteca Jr. he like jumped on the rope, climbed on, and he ended up like knocking down Desmond Xavier. He landed into some kind of pinfall. He rolled him up 1, 2, 3. Dragon Azteca Jr. is the new gift of the gods. One thing I do want to talk about with this is pretty shocking in a way it's not, because I heard that the producers of the show wanted to push Dragon Azteca Jr. because they know that Prince Puma's out. They lost a lot of people last time. Sexy Star, Rey Mysterio, and then Dragon Azteca Jr. He's from the same tribe as Prince Puma, whatever tribe that is, some kind of Aztec warrior tribe. So I guess they're gonna push him in a spot that try to push him like where Puma was at. I don't know if he's gonna be successful as Puma. I don't know if the fans are gonna fully be behind this guy, but they're gonna be trying to like build this guy up as something strong in the temple. I did hear that at the start of the season, so I wasn't shocked that this guy actually got the win. At one point, I actually thought it was gonna be Desmond Xavier with the way he was allowed to do all these he did all types of like moves, like all types of like moonsaults, all types of like dives, all types of fast-paced moves. But I actually thought it was gonna be Desmond Xavier. The announcers, Vampiro and them, thought it was gonna be King Crono. I thought so, but I mean, no, that's too obvious. Cause this is like WWE where they have to push a guy based off merchandise sales. They will do a big 360 and shock you. So it ended up being Dragon Azteca Jr. So they're going to be pushing him as something big on the show now. Whether he cash in successfully, because Gift of the Gods is like money in the bank. But whether he cash in successfully will be one thing. Because he has to go up against Pentagon if that's the case. And he already lost to Pentagon in the past. But one thing I do want to say is, as the show went off, I'm not into Marty the Moth, but him and Mary Poza had a segment backstage. One thing I do want to trust, we having a lot of segments backstage, but these are pointless people. I'm sick of Mary Poza. They needed to cure her off, bring her in as a whole new person. Like, bring her in as a new luchador. I'm sick of her and Marty the Moth. Their whole character is stupid. Their backstory is stupid. They're like siblings that had incest, and they rape people together. It's just so stupid. Just in them both. I don't care for Marty the Moth, but he think he's gonna be like going up against Pentagon. One thing is odd if somebody like Dragon Azteca Jr. have to win a damn Gift of the Gods title to even possibly face a Pentagon for the title, and then you have people like Cage and all these others like this just demanding titles. It's getting real stupid. But this is like your boy Lucha Guy. I'm out. I will possibly do an Impact review. I will do an Impact review. But this is your boy Lucha Guy. I'm out. Hit like and subscribe. Peace.